Earlier on this week, I was having a conversation with a couple of, I think it was in some networking, we were discussing around getting motivated to do things, and in particular, exercise, morning exercise. So I have a morning routine, but one of the things, I read a book a little while ago, and one of the things around we were discussing around this is getting into the habit of doing this exercise or doing whatever action you want to do, which brought me back to James Clear's Atomic Habits, which I've got here. And around how what I do is the same as what James describes in the books. I didn't know I was doing it at this particular time, but I try and anchor the action I need to take to another action that I'm currently doing. And he calls it habit stacking. A little bit different from James is that he does this current action that you're doing and then attaching the other habit after that. What I actually did was get into my head, well, before I make a cup of coffee, which is one of the things, one of the first things I do in the morning, I must do my exercise and get into that routine. And then I'll have my morning coffee and then I'll go for a shower. So I'm doing it either side of that one particular habit, which is my cup of coffee, and taking that small step. So get it is, and I found it really, really useful as well. So, you know, if my lad, one of the other things is my lad takes the dog for a walk at, you know, between 6 and 7 o'clock at night. When he does that, that's actually an anchor for me to read. So I've actually stacked another habit on top of that. So as soon as he leaves, I pick up my book because everything's quiet and I read for half an hour. So I've used that as well into try and drive a habit and get into the habit of it. So it's worth trying if you're struggling with something, or struggling with getting into the habit of something. Just attach it to something else, either before and after, and keep that in your head. You know, I'm going to do my morning exercise. I want my morning coffee. Before my morning coffee, I need to do my exercise. After my morning coffee, I need to get a cold shower or whatever it is you want to do. So yeah, just get into that. If you're struggling, getting into something, making a habit, anchor it to something else. James Clear calls it habit stacking. Well worth a read. James Clear book is. So yeah, just try it.